I fixed it and then I didn't unmute myself. Let's try that again. Hopefully everyone can see me now. I think I fixed it. Are we good? Are we here? I hope we're here. Oh, good golly gosh. Let's see. Is there sound? Hello, Abby. Let's see. Uh-oh. Why is this chat not showing up on the screen? It's supposed to. Huh. Well, that's fun. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix. Now, let's see if I can fix this problem. Today has been a day, you guys. Like, I was setting all this up early. I had time. I felt ready to go, but it was giving me issues just getting it ready. But then I thought I finally fixed everything. It was good to go, and then I was ready to go live, and then I clicked the stream, and then it was like, nah, we're not gonna. The computer was like, nah, I don't want to be connected to the internet. And I was like, no, don't do that. So. Yeah, my computer's been having a problem where it just like randomly says it's not connected to internet. Like it'll show that it's connected to my Wi-Fi, but it'll say no internet. But my Wi-Fi is fine. All my other devices connect just fine. So that's why I know it's my computer's problem. But I don't know how to fix it because I restart my computer, I forget the network and reconnect to it, and that is like, it feels like it's putting a band-aid on it, but not actually fixing the problem. But I've had this computer since before the pandemic. I don't know if that means I need a new computer or what, but I cannot promise that my computer's not gonna randomly disconnect from the internet in the middle of the stream. Hopefully not. Hopefully it got all that nonsense out of its system, but just in case it hasn't. Anyway, I'm still trying to figure out why this chat is not showing up on the screen. Like I can see the chat on my end. I see Abby, I see Time Weirdo, I see Kristen. I see all you guys, but you're supposed to be up here too. You're not up here. I'm trying to figure out why. Because today is the day of things are breaking. Fixing them. Ay. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure how to fix, so I need a minute with Coco. Sorry, guys. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a good day. Your days are going well and your tech is working on your end. It's just mine that's freaking out. Let's see. Hold on, let me see. Oh my goodness, what did I do? Hang on. That's not what we were doing. Oh good grief, this isn't what it was supposed to look like. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't think I clicked the right button. Yeah, that doesn't look correct. Gosh. This is the first time it's broken, so I haven't done this since I set it up for the very first time. So if it seems like I don't know what I'm doing, that's accurate. I know as long as we're on Twitch, it's not super important. But when I upload the VOD to whatchamacallit. When I upload the VOD to YouTube, I'm not going to have the Twitch playback, so that's why I need to put it on the screen so they can just see it. Anyway, I did the wrong thing, I'm pretty sure. Okay. We'll get there eventually, guys. But I guess while I'm figuring out this stuff, I can tell you there's a reason. Oh, Link's going to sleep now. Oh. I can tell you the reason why the stream title today is what it is. So far, the adventure does not feel very upgraded, though, does it? If anything, it got downgraded. But that's okay, because we're fixing things. Figuring out how to do things, because I'm smarticles. Anyway, I got a Switch 2. There you go, there's the story. So we're playing this on Switch 2 today, but it is not the Switch 2 version, because as it turns out, I didn't know this, I thought getting the Switch 2 version was as simple as playing it on a Switch 2. Turns out that is wrong. Turns out, if you want to play the Switch 2 version, you either have to buy the Switch 2 version of Tears of the Kingdom, or you have to purchase an additional upgrade to make the Switch 1 version the Switch 2 version when you play it on the Switch 2. So even though I've already bought the Switch 1 game and the Switch 2 system, I still have to make an additional purchase to have the Switch 2 version of this game. So I didn't do that. And if I'm being totally honest, I don't see that changing at all. So, yeah. This is the Switch 1 version being played on a Switch 2. Which feels kind of silly to say, but Nintendo did this to us, so there we are. So we're playing the Switch 1 version on a Switch 2, so at least the graphics are a little better. I don't know if it's easy to tell, but I feel like that Link looks better. I feel like it's more HD in a little bit that I played around on this system. So yeah, once I figure out how to unbreak the chat, we should be properly upgraded and actually play this game. Oh my goodness. Alright. Trying to figure out how I did this. Okay. I think I might have figured it out. Let's see if this works. Alright, somebody say something in chat so I can see if it pops up correctly. So I don't know if I did it right, and I think somebody has to say something. Hey, look, there you are. Thank you, Tom Weirdo. Okay, cool. I think that means it works. Okay. I don't know why you just popped up in the middle there. But it works, and I'm not going to worry about it anymore. Yay! Okay. Hold on, let me click save before I lose it again. But at least I now know how to fix it if it breaks. Wait, where'd it go? Did I lose it again? Uh-oh. Somebody else say something else again. Okay. There we go. Okay. I touched it. I touched it again after you said something in chat. And the girl emoji. and it made it go away. But I didn't break it. I just reset it, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna touch it anymore. We're gonna play the game. Yay. Okay. Let's see, can you guys hear the game audio? Let's make sure that works too before we get too far into this. Thank you for the hug, Deb. I kinda need it. Okay. You hear the game audio? Yay! Something works today. Oh boy. But yeah, I'm glad I had extra time today because I've just been playing my Switch 2 and talked about it on my TV. I was playing it last night. I'm like, I don't want to switch it yet because I'm playing it on my TV, so I waited until today. And I was hoping setting up the Switch 2 for streaming was going to be just as easy as plugging my Switch 2 in where my Switch used to be. Nah, it should be, but it's not. It's like, while the Switch 2 is very similar to the Switch 1, there's still some specs that are different about it. And since I'm still learning about it, because like, my last stream was on July 7th, and I only just got my Switch since then, so it's been less than a month. So yeah, I tried. I did not get my Switch 2 at launch. Yeah. So I'm still learning it, and so when I first got it, I set it up on my TV, and putting it over on my computer today was the first time I moved it since I first set it up straight out of the box. So I think Link heard a few things standing behind that horse for so long. She's dying. Okay. I think I was doing a thing with the Korok. Is that accurate? Does anybody remember from like a month ago? I think that's why I have a horse with a mount on it. Somebody said a thing. Oh, there you are. Okay, I think that's what we were doing. I think at the end of my last stream, I got the horse and I put the mount on it so I could put a wagon on it. And the wagon construction is not going well. But it was time for me to end, so I just had to leave it there. So this is the Korok that I was supposed to get. Here is, let's see, I think I saved it on auto build. I remember I made one that was too big. I think this is, my horse legit could not carry it. Okay, no, that's the too big one. I think I want this one. Yeah. Shouldn't you not be standing behind the horse and yes, and they kick you? Yes. That reminds me of a story I have about horseback riding in real life. Forgot to hit the build button. Let's try that again. So I can count all the times I have been horseback riding in my whole life on one hand. And if I'm being totally honest, oh gosh, the wheel ended up in the river. Yeah, I want that wheel. Still missing a wheel. Why am I missing a wheel? Where's the other wheel? There should be 4. Uh-oh. Did it already get carried too far downstream or something? Oh no, it's right here. Yay. So anyway, story time. So, I believe it was, I know I've gone at least twice. I'm trying to think. No, I've gone 3 times. I have gone exactly 3 times. No more, no less. The first 2 times was while I was still growing up, and it was with my family on 2 separate occasions, 2 separate vacations, 2 separate ranches, 2 separate horses. And can't. Oh, I forgot. I have to talk to you before I just pick you up. Anyway, we went once in Montana and once in Yellowstone. And I don't remember which time was the first time, but I believe when we were in the Yellowstone trip. I ended up with a horse that had only one eye. His name was Snoopy. So, we were told that Snoopy is usually a very good horse. But I guess the day that I decided to ride Snoopy was an off day for him. Because apparently he's normally very good. Why is my horse not turning? Turn, no, not right. Water. But when we were walking on our trail on our horsebacks, my horse kept randomly stopping when it wasn't supposed to graze. And then, when my whole family tried to line up for a photo, I'm starting to think that horseback is not the right way to... You don't walk in the water, do you? No, I don't think that's gonna work. Oops. That's not how it does it. Anyway. So then we try to line up our 4 horses next to each other so we can take a family picture. And so Snoopy comes next to one of the horses of my family members. Hold on, I don't think I'm doing this right. There was a sale I was building, whatchamacallit, the wagon. Look at that. Let's go get the sale. Hold on. I can try this again. So Snoopy goes next to one of the other horses from one of my family members. Why is it trying to capture the mouse? It's not capturing the mouse. Interesting. So the horse that Snoopy ends up next to. Is this the right? No, it's the right one. So the horse that Snoopy ends up next to. Decides that they don't like Snoopy being next to them. And like I mentioned before, Snoopy only has one eye. And this was on the side where Snoopy's eye was missing. So I guess the other horse reacted to Snoopy getting too close. And Snoopy didn't notice it was getting too close because it literally can't see in that direction. So the other horse told Snoopy to back off. And then Snoopy went off in the opposite direction with me still on his back. Granted, he didn't get very far, and the people who worked there were easily able to catch up to him. It was fine. But I did not enjoy the experience very much. And I would have been like a preteen, young teenager at this time. And like I said, I think this was the first time I ever went horseback riding in my life. So that was my experience with horseback riding. And then... I don't remember if this was the same trip or another trip. But I remember we were done horseback riding. I was getting off the horse. And, oops, I don't want to talk to you again. I'm trying to get on the horse. I was getting off the horse. And they had told us at the beginning not to go back behind around the horse. But I forgot. And I was ready to be done horseback riding. And I was excited to be done, okay? So I got off the horse. And after I got off the horse, I got off on the opposite side of where we were supposed to exit the place. So I walked around the back of the horse without thinking about it, and my dad saw me going back behind the horse, and he knows you're not supposed to be behind horses because they could kick. And if a horse kicks you, like really kicks you, you're either very badly wounded or just straight up dead. So my dad saw me going back around the horse, and he just yells at me to stop. Okay, so I stopped walking behind the horse. Now obviously I'm fine. The horse didn't kick me. But my dad literally just told me to stop. He didn't say why to stop. I didn't understand. But I was just passing by the back of the horse, and he told me to stop while I was behind the horse. So I stopped, and I just stood there behind the horse. And then they told me, don't go behind the horse. I'm like, well, why'd you tell me to stop behind the horse? So that made it stressful. Like I said, nothing bad happened. I was fine, but it was stressful all the same. And so, I never wanted to go horseback riding again. And the third and last time I went was actually on my honeymoon because my husband wanted to go. So I went because he wanted to, and I didn't want to go, and I just spent the whole time really anxious about the whole thing, and I did not enjoy it either. So, yeah. I don't really want to go horseback riding ever again. Did I put the sail on backwards? Does that matter? I'm not a sailor. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, though. Too heavy for this raft. Can I just like send the Korok by itself and then catch it? Like it's on the other side, because I feel like swimming is just so much easier. Sorry about your experience. I guess you can save half on pointers. Yeah, I guess so. I don't even know how long horses live. This was like over 15 years ago. Maybe I don't remember anymore how old that horse was. Husband, I know you said you've been single for 5 years, but I didn't realize. Oh, I used to be married. I have been single for 5 years because, 5 years ago is when my marriage ended. A really late husband, if you want to be technical, but yeah. I used to be married, I'm not anymore. Yeah, I'm definitely single right now. And, oh shoot, I'm about to lose that Korok. I was not paying attention to my stamina, I was just trying to make it over there. It looks like he's going to the right place on his own. So that's good. Gonna not dash. Alright, so I have been playing the Switch too, which means the games I've been playing on my own are Mario Kart Worlds and Donkey Kong Bonanza. Stamina is not a thing in either of those games, in case anybody was wondering, so I forgot how to keep track of stamina. Because obviously in Mario Kart, you just keep going and going, and you don't have to worry about running out of gas. You just have to worry about not crashing or going off the edge. And then with Donkey Kong Bonanza, the only time you dash is when you're riding on something, and then everything you're on has durability, so you just have to worry about the thing you're riding on breaking. He's sailing against the current to the right where he's supposed to be low. He is a wind force spirit thing. I know, right? He knows where it's going. He has to need my help, but I'll take the reward all the same. I was funny at work yesterday. Oh, thank you, Tamarito. But yeah, we were married for 3 years, and it's been 5 years since he passed. And I'm good now. I mean, like, it's one of those things where it changes you forever. You're never gonna be the same person again. It's nothing you ever completely get over, but I'm in a good place. Yeah. I'll leave it at that. I'm in a good place. Not to say that like how much time it's been is a determining factor of where you should be. I just feel like I give it context, like it didn't just happen. It happened 5 years ago. I did therapy. I did support groups. I prayed a bunch. And God got me through it. My church got me through it. My friends and family got me through it. So I'm at a place where I am ready to start dating again. And I have been on some dates, but so far they've been stinkers. So no relationships. None yet. And I have a great community for support too. Yeah. Yeah. Not that I'm happy that my husband died, of course, but it was a really good growing experience. And I feel like I came out of it a better person. Because I feel like my whole life was always like waiting for the next thing to the point where I can appreciate where it was. But I've learned to appreciate things while they're here because they're not going to be here for forever. And so I feel like that's helped me to appreciate life, appreciate things, and appreciate people more. And I'm just kind of happier in general. Can't carry any more melee weapons. Well, I'm pretty sure we can make room for another melee weapon. Yeah, it's basically I spent my childhood waiting to grow up, and then as soon as I grew up, I just wanted to get married, and then once I got married, I just wanted to have kids, and then instead of having kids, my husband died. So, you know what? I feel like that raft is not gonna be worth it. I'm just gonna forget about it. Yeah, look at my map. I don't remember where I'm going. I feel like these pins are just shrines at this point, but I don't really know where I'm going in this game anymore. It's been too long. Okay, I'm just gonna casually make my way towards the things. But anyway, what I was saying before is, yeah. So then now that I'm healed from the whole brief experience, I'm learning to appreciate more what I have, and it's okay to want things and to strive for things. But it's also okay to be happy where you are, and I feel like that's where I am. Like, I'm happy, I'm content with being single, but I still would like to be not single at some point in the future. Whether if it happens tomorrow, great, but if I have to be single for a few more years before Mr. Second Husband shows up in my life, that's okay too. I just realized I don't have wheels on my horse. I don't know how that ended up still attached to my horse. Just keep thinking happy also, Peter. Yep, that's right. Someday I'll have the Peter Pan to my Abigail. Oh yeah, that fell off. That. Oh, jeez, is it hitting my horse? Bad wheels. Go away. Shoot, we're done with you. I'm sorry, horse. Like to get a steer horse with training wheels on. Oh, I'm not saying I want Peter Pan. I just want somebody who makes me feel the way that Peter Pan makes you feel. That's why I said that Peter Pan to my Abigail. Yes, I would never, Abby. You got Peter, Kayla has Elliot. I would never get in the way of these beautiful ships. Just waiting for the day that I get isekai'd into Stardew Valley so I could be RV for real. Is isekai, is that the word? Iseki? Gosh, I don't remember anymore. I'm a bad anime fan. I used to know. Oh, that's fine, Abby. It's all good. That's what I've always been. Like, I have a hard time, like, even if we're just talking fictional characters, I've always had a hard time with having a crush on somebody who's already in a relationship with somebody else, because I'm like, no, that's her man. I'm like, it's a fictional character, it doesn't really matter. Still. I'm like, I like him, but I like him with the girl he's already got. They're too cute. I could never. Alright. Horsey. We're gonna take that mount off of you. Hold on, I'm just now noticing, like, is chat, like, not starting above my head and just, like, disappearing to the top of the screen? Hold on. I'm noticing it, and now I'm being bothered by it. I gotta fix it. If I can fix it. Oh yeah, let's make it bigger while I'm at it. It's kind of small, huh? There we go. I think that looks better. Okay. I would happily still ship Peter with me, and y'all can believe it if you want. I'm not gonna stop y'all. That's okay. No, I'm not saying. Like, if other people want to, great. I'm just talking about for me. You agree that's better? Yay. Yeah, it's so weird because, like, when I was setting up my stream earlier today, while I had OBS open, it was, this is the better horse that I want. Yeah, it is. Just double checking. But, oh great, now I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh shit, I already forgot. Something about fictional characters. Ships. I don't know where I was going with that train of thought. Oh well. It's going now. Yes, Caitlin and Bowser. That's a good one too. Let's see. Oh, there's a great fairy up ahead. Is there a musician I can take to the Great Fairy from this stable? I think so. I think that's what's over here. Alright, mind going through it all one more time just to make sure I have all the details correct? What happened that night when the Great Fairy hid herself away? Well, we had our accident here one awful night sometime after the upheaval. We saw the Great Fairy nearby, vanished from view. It was troubling somehow. We got in our wagon to go to her. That's when it happened. Frightful, the whole thing. That's when the woman with blonde hair jumped out in front of us. Our horse bolted away. Off it ran into the night. But the real tragedy, that involves one of the most crucial members of our troupe. Our beloved Breezer. Some of its wheels broken. Now we can't even transport our instruments to performances. Or us. At least no one was hurt. But since that night, the Great Fairy has been hiding in her butt. She seems afraid of something. If I was that woman, I'd tell you. She did something to the Great Fairy. She's a villain twice over. She left the scene of our tragic accident without so much as an apology. Whatever reasons the Great Fairy has for hiding herself away, we thought a performance would cheer her up. But with Breezer broken down, we can't transport our small troop or our instruments there. And the one who caused all this was a blonde-haired woman, you say? Could that have been? Oh, hello there, partner. I didn't know you were out this way. You have perfect timing, though. Sorry to spring this on you so suddenly, but we've got work to do. These fine musicians here were just telling me an interesting tale. Apparently, the Great Fairy who lives near this stable has shut herself away in her flower bud. Why, you ask? Well, it seems to have something to do with a mysterious blonde-haired woman. My reporter instincts are calling out. Could this mystery woman be her? Could she be Princess Zelda? Of course, we can't put anything to print until we're sure it's true, so we have to talk to the Great Fairy first. Okay. Hold on, you have to learn to flap before you can soar, after all. Let's give you the rundown of the Great Fairy first. Oh, it was a trick. Oh yeah, violin. Perfect name for a violinist. Look up those hills. See that big plant in the distance? The one that's spouting that pretty stuff? That right there is a flower bud where the great fairy lives. They say she really likes this musical troupe, and that's why she's moved near the stable recently. A great fairy who loves this troupe's music performances? That alone is something worth looking into. We mustn't forget the great fairy bestows protective blessings on travelers. Her presence is essential to the stable. I do hope we can help her soon. If only we had a way to reach her. But Breezer is broken, and we don't go anywhere without it. Not to mention, our horse is gone. We're stuck here. Not to worry. I can fix it. I don't know when Link turned into Fix-It Felix with Indiana Jones' theme music. There we are. Let's see. Well. Sorry, low-hanging fruit, but I had to take it. I see the monster guy. Don't think we've been in the monster guy yet. On stream before. Hold on, the thing I'm shooting is not the monster guy. That's the tent over there. Hold on, I'm getting sidetracked from getting sidetracked, apparently. Fix-It Felix, also known as Not Quite Builder Mario. Exactly. Here we go, here's Monster Guy. You there, traveler. Do you have business in this cave by any chance? I'm sorry to say, but right now it's... Big Brother! It's no use. Colton, please, it's impossible, absurd even, to try to turn yourself into a legendary creature, a Satori no less. Absurd. You should be working on the monster collection with me instead of chasing a silly dream like I will never give up, Kilton. I've always wanted to be a Satori. I will be a Satori. I do not care what it takes. All I need to do is get my fingers on a bubble gem, and then I'm sure I'll turn into a Satori. And the rumors are true. There is a creature in the cave called a bubble frog, and it glows just like a Satori. But I didn't think it would be up so high on the wall or run about all nimbly-bimbly like that. In that case, little brother, why not get someone to help you catch a bubble frog? Yes. Do you remember all that treasure you collected? You could offer that in trade. Spill yours. Okay. That's true. It does look like that, doesn't it? Traveler, did you hear me and my big brother talking? If I'm gonna make my dreams come true, I must get my fingers on a bubble gem. But the bubble frog is so very nimbly-bimbly and hard to catch. What is your dream? You want to hear about my dream? Well, it's simple, really. I dream of becoming a Satori. You know, the creature of myth. Satori are legendary creatures that have been spotted all over Hyrule. Piercing eyes, bluish-white fur. Ooh, how I've admired them since I was a wee Colton. And then I read these ancient texts and they told me how to transform myself. Transform me, Colton, into a Satori. For it to work, I must find a bubble frog. A strange creature that loves dark caves and glows bluish-white like a Satori. Then I have to collect a bubble gem, which is a bauble that bubble frogs drop when they're feeling weak. That's why I chased after the bubble frog lurking in the cave. I wanted to get my fingers on that gem. But who knew a bubble frog could gamble about like that, so nimbly-bimbly. I want to be a Satori. I will be a Satori. I'll do whatever it takes. Blah, I'm sorry. That is my wish and my dream and my reason for doing such things. So if you get a hold of a bubble gem, please give it to me. I'll give you a treasure in trade, I swear. Here, take this. What happens when it finishes? Oh, he turns into a Satori, of course. That's a good question. How many bubble things are there? A lot. I don't know the exact number, but it's a lot.
That's a bubble gem. Colton, is it the real thing? The perfect shape and the faint blue glow? It's a real bubble gem, real as can be. You did it. Now I can transform into a Satori just like the ones I adore. Thank you very much. Please take this gifty in return.
Bokoblin mask. Kilton's handmade Bokoblin headgear. It's almost charming in a cute, monstrous kind of way. Equip it to blend in with Bokoblins. Boom, I'm beautiful. Just kidding, we're not doing that.
See, I collect all sorts of monstrous treasures. That is, monster parts and goods that make you look like a monster.
Another strong friend of mine, Good Clinking, refers to bubble frogs as Bulbasaur. To be fair, they are designed to look like frogs and toads rather than dinos. I like Bulbasaur though, that's good.
The mask I gave you was made to look just like a Bokoblin, so much so that even a Bokoblin would take you for one. By all means, do try it on. Then you will see what it's like to have the body and the heart of a Bokoblin. At last, the time has come. Time to gobble down the bubble gem. Cheers and bottoms up! Gulp. Gwa, my body. It is changing, but I do feel a strange sensation washing over me. It can only mean one thing. I'm on my way to becoming a Satori, and that means more. I need more of them. I can't just gobble them up one at a time. No, that'll never work. I must collect lots and lots and eat them all at once. And to do that... Kilton, big brother, I have decided to set out on a journey to collect the bubble gems. I see. Well, it seems you've made up your mind. That being the case, you have my complete support. I hope you collect as many bubble gems as you need. Big brother, thank you. Thank you. Traveler, I am grateful for your help, but I have decided to set out on a journey to collect the bubble gems. Next time you get your fingers on a bubble gem, please do give it to me. If you do, I'll trade you a gifty from my collection of treasures for it. And with that, I hope we meet again sometime, somewhere.
He is the straitjacket and go of this game. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're really not wrong.
Off he goes. I do hope he's able to make his dream come true. Now I have to be on my way as well. I'll be making the journey to Terrytown in Akala. But dear traveler, thank you so much for helping my little brother. And though I hate to impose, I do hope that during your travels, you'll find time to assist him further. I will keep my ears wide open for news of my brother's whereabouts. So visit me at Terrytown if you need help finding them. Yes, I'll be going now.
Alright. Now I have officially started... Oh, wait. Before I go back to the Great Fairy, let's go over to this cave. So we know we got a bubble frog in here that we can get. And there it is. Boom. Let me see. Do I have a hammer? Does this count as a hammer? Now I have them. I only use them as stones for much of anything, but I'm gonna take it because it's here and I ain't a completionist. Like, I'm just gonna take that lizard, not because I want it, but because it's there. Alrighty. Now I can go back. I can't remember if in this game, when you're getting like the glyphs for the tiers, if you have to do them in the order that they're in the temple, or if you can just do them as you find them. Because I know before I was trying to do them in order, but I forgot where I was in the order, and now I'm wondering if it matters. Or if I could just do whichever ones I happen upon as I happen upon them. Goats. Have I taken pictures of goats? Oh, my album is full. Hold up. Let's fix that. So you can see Link's shadow taking this picture. That's cute. I don't think I ever noticed that before. Anyway, we don't need to keep pictures that are just me taking pictures of things, so they go in the compendium. But I will keep the pictures of like important notes and stuff that I was saving for later. Because there's no point in keeping the compendium pictures once you take them, because they're already in the compendium and this isn't going to delete them out of the compendium. You know, compendium is not a word I use often, but I'm using it an awfully lot in a short amount of time. Alright. I forget if the order matters. I don't think it does. Yeah, because I feel like when I played this game the first time, I wasn't checking for the order. I was just doing them as I found them, and I don't think I got like the story out of order at all. I think it just gives you the next part whenever you find a tier. Anyway, I think it's the pitchfork I needed to take a picture of. Okay. That's handled. Ooh, I see some wood. I want it. And drop. Alright. Now I need to get back to the guy. I have to say hi to Beetle though. Hi Beetle! I hate to disappoint such a big Beetle fan, but I'm not giving autographs today. I don't want your autograph, I want your love. Let's see, what have you got today? I don't think I need any of this stuff. I'm good on arrows, I'm good on bright bloom seeds, I don't need that other stuff. Not really looking to sell anything right now, so okay. Need to find wheels. Oh look, I found wheels. They were right there the whole time. That's how I wandered off the first time, because I was looking for those, and they were right there the whole time. That's not unlike me to completely miss something. It's right in front of me the whole time. I am a lot of things, and observant is not one of them. Okay, so now I am going to switch my horse out after all.
Oh.
Here's what we're going to do. I want Nimona for this part.
Oh.
Bonus points to anybody who can tell me what game Nimona is from.
Oh.
Because I named this horse after a certain character in a certain other video game. It doesn't bother you that he considers hiring a thief to steal bugs out of your pockets while you sleep? I mean, it's good to be understanding, but that doesn't seem like normal behavior on Beetle's part. Yeah, that's not. Scarlet Violet. Okay, good. You got the reference.
Oh.
Yeah, Nimona from Pokemon has a lot of high energy, and she's always running off from one thing to the next and doesn't shy away from a battle. So that felt like a good name for Link's horse. Because I didn't want to just go with the obvious Epona. Plus Nimona kind of sounds like Epona, so. Alright. Will they let me do this? I don't know. Oh, yeah. Boom, I fixed it. Get in, losers. We're going shrine hopping. Great fairy visiting. I don't know. Can't say shopping. Let's see. The great fairy's performance is essential to the stable. I wish we could perform for her. I think she'd feel better then. If only our music could reach the great fairy from here, but it can't. I'll take you. I can't believe it. Violin, he's made some sort of change to Breezer. We may be able to be on our way now. Quick, let's get in. We wouldn't want to be left behind. Hold up. I can hear Pumpkin barking. Oh, we made it pretty far before that happened for the first time today, so that's good for her. I'll be back. Okay, so I got Pumpkin, and I also turned on my air conditioning while I was up because it was getting hot. And I think my mic picks up my AC, so I'm sorry. But I need it. So hopefully it doesn't get too bad. If it gets too bad, let me know. I can switch it off. I actually have a fan here that I've not used before while I was streaming. And it was my late husband's, and he bought it because he had to record videos on his computer for work, and he would do that when it was too hot sometimes. So he got this fan that's supposed to be soundless, so he could have a fan on while he was recording and not have the fan be picked up by the audio. And I've had it all this time, but I've never used it because when I moved, the fan got separated from the power cord. And I, for the life of me, could not find the power cord. And I looked for it everywhere. And I gave up on it. I figured it must have got mixed up in the wrong box, in the box of stuff I didn't keep, and it was gone. And so I just had the fan with no power cord, so I couldn't use it. Then, recently, the band on my Apple Watch broke. And I knew I had a spare, but I misplaced the spare. I was looking for the spare. I found the power cord for the fan. And I tested it, and it works great. I just haven't tested it while I was recording or streaming, so I don't know if it really is soundless or if there's like a certain distance it has to be from the microphone. But it's right here. It's not plugged in, but the power cord is there. So I can put that on. Isn't that... Oh no, as you can see, I did eventually find the wristband that I was looking for because I'm wearing it right now. But, yeah. Isn't that always how that happens? When you lose something, you don't find it until you lose something else, and then when you're looking for the other thing, that's when you find the other thing you lost. Or is that just me? We'll just pretend it's the one in Hyrule. Great. Sounds good to me. Okay, oh shoot. I paused at the wrong time. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, good, it's not just me. From what I remember from doing these side quests before is that if the road gets too rocky, they freak out and they refuse to travel further, and then you have to try to make it more stable. But this is the first one. There are more of these, so if we do more of them, they get progressively harder. That was the easy one.
Thank you. We can take it from here. All right, Maestro, lead us into the performance.
Our little troop must play with all the art we can for the great fairy. What my dad and I kind of have been tending to do is, as soon as it gets hot, we just turn on the AC. But just this last week at work, I was talking to somebody, and they told me that they don't turn on their AC until it gets to 79 degrees. And I was like, I should try to do that, because I need to save money. Because I'm still recovering from buying the Switch 2. So, I'm trying not to turn on the AC until it's 79. And well, right, I checked it before I started streaming. It was 78. And I was like, dang. But when I passed by the thermostat to get pumpkin just now, I saw 79. I'm like, turn on. At 72 degrees indoors, I start to combust. I don't think you live in Southern California. It's a lot hotter outside. But it's been weirdly cold this year. Like, July did not get that hot. Like, the hottest it got was the 90s, which is really low for our area. I'm not complaining, but I can't remember the last time we had that happen here. It was wonderful. And especially since I just started a new job earlier this year, so this was my first summer working the job, and it's a partially outdoor job. That worked out really well for me, I must say. Anyway, back to the game.
Behold, Violin, the great fairy graces us with her presence.
Truly divine. We live in Kentucky, humid, and we were in a heat wave for like all summer until yesterday. Oof. Sorry to hear that. So can't sleep if it's any hotter than 72. Yeah. All year round, I have to sleep in a t-shirt and shorts, even during the colder parts of the year, because I overheat in my sleep. Even in the winter. It's annoying. But I completely understand that time.
Well, look at this. You really helped out here, partner. I flew here as fast as I could when I saw the blood opening up. So this is a great fairy.
Ah, I couldn't resist coming out to bask in your beautiful music. Now that I'm outside, I see that the world is not at all how Princess Zelda described it to me. She warned me that an awful gloom was spreading over the land, and that the world would soon be lost to monsters. I hid myself away, but now that I look back on it, while Princess Zelda was speaking to me, I had the feeling something wasn't right. In that deep dark of that night, I couldn't see her face clearly. Maybe it was someone else entirely.
So she looked like Princess Zelda, but wasn't Princess Zelda. I don't like the sound of that at all. I think our reporting work might be taking a darker turn here. On the bright side, the Great Fairy is out of hiding, and that's a big scoop. I've got to take a wing and get this news written up for the newspaper. We've worked together to chase 2 of the stories relating to Princess Zelda. Go on and add this to your nest egg, partner.
Purple ruby, 50 rupees. It's a violet glow fills your heart with generosity.
Oh, there's also this. It's from Tracy.
Lucky Clover Gazette fabric. Tough fabric bearing a Lucky Clover Gazette design. It looks like it could be used to make a paraglider.
So Hateno Village's dye shop in Necluda has started up a new service. It has something to do with fabrics. I know. I'm basically giving you an extra job by handing over this fabric, but still. The point is that, by accepting and making use of it, you can show that you are officially part of the Lucky Clover Gazette. It'd be nice if Tracy handled things a bit more simply, though. Anyway, that's all done. It's always great working with you, partner. Okay, I'm going to take this story and head back. This article will keep our readers hanging on to every word. So long!
Can't sleep if it's too warm, hot, or too cold. It has to be somewhere in the middle. Yeah, like, I'm kind of weird because I always have to sleep in shorts and t-shirts. Nothing thicker than that because otherwise I get too hot. But I also always have to sleep under a blanket for, like, comfort security reasons. Something that I think is interesting and not talked about enough is how in Ocarina of Time the Great Fairies are located at places connected to deities. Oh. Oh yeah, they are, huh? I'll be honest, it's been a while since the last time I played Ocarina of Time. From what I remember, that is accurate, isn't it? I know I this is not the general consensus, but personally I liked Majora's Mask a lot better than Ocarina of Time. So I played Majora's Mask a lot more, so I have that game way better memorized. But I have played Ocarina of Time more than once. It is fantastic. There's a reason why it's such a good game. And when they make the live action Zelda movie that's coming out in 2027, I hope they follow the plot of Ocarina of Time. Because I think that would make a fantastic movie. Castle Hylia, Jabu Jabu's Lake, and the Desert Colossus. Okay. Okay. I think I remember the Hylia location. I remember Jabu Jabu's Lake. And I know what the Desert Colossus is. I know where that is. It's been a while. Add that to the list of games to stream. Maestro, I thought the rest of our musicians left the troupe because they didn't like how I played my violin. Violin? That wasn't it at all. Why, you moved the art of the Great Fairy herself with your violin. Your playing is impeccable. I guess I really did do that, didn't I? I've heard the other Great Fairies also were hiding away in their buds. I bet we play music for them, that'd cheer them up too. A brilliant idea. And you know what that calls for? Reuniting our troop. Us stable trotters. Thank you for helping us get here. It means a lot to me. We're a troop of 2 for now, but you just wait. I know we'll get the other musicians back with us somehow. Now that that's decided, we should get ready for our journey, Violin. Let's hurry to the other great fairies and bring them out of hiding. You do love Majora's Mask, but I prefer Time with the Road, liking Majora's Mask more than yeah. Like, see, I love them both. I really do. I just like Majora's Mask better. But as I say, to each their own. And just because I disagree does not mean there's any judgment. I was about to return to my spring in its sweet serenity when I heard those 2 mention my sisters. There are 4 of us across this land, you know. You will find my sisters in their flower buds. They were as scared as I was to come out of hiding. Mija is near the stable in Hebra. Kesa is near a stable in Hyrule Fields. Kotera is near the stable in West Ecluda. I've been worried about our safety, but after hearing the musical troupe, I feel much better. May I ask, if you find the other buds, could you talk to my sisters? Oh, and while you're here, how about I enhance your clothes for you? With the power available to me, I should be able to enhance your clothing a little bit. Enhance away! I need it! I want you to enhance this one. Enhance away. Now close your eyes. Fun fact, the animation changes the more great fairies you unlock. No, the more you upgrade it. Hopefully you guys will see if you already know what I'm talking about. The Great Fairy has increased its defense by 1 level. Oh, done. Amazing. Very fine work, I must say. A resourceful hero like you surely wants to unlock even greater potential, yes? Some sets, if you enhance each part of a set twice, will give you a special bonus when you wear them. Not every set, mind you, but some. What about the others? Enhance away! Let's see. Let's do this one. Why not? You would like me to enhance the Desert Voe headband? Enhance away! Now close your eyes. We watched it once, we don't need to watch it again. Great Fairy has increased its defense by 1 level. It's just alright. Look how much stronger and sturdier it is. Ooh, what about the others? Let's see. I would like to enhance this, but apparently I have the right material for it. So I will cycle for this one. Let's see. Hands away. Got a star. I think that's it. 'Cause I don't really need to enhance that. And I don't need to enhance that one. It seems my little sisters are still secluding themselves in their flower buds in distress.
You got a star!
I like the Mario Party reference. If you see a giant flower bud as you journey through Hyrule, please play lovely music for them too. My little sister Kotera said she was going to a stable near the Dueling Peaks and Occluded to the south. Well then, I'm headed home. And of course, perfect emoji because we're playing that game. Also, can I just take a moment to stand on my Zelda fan soapbox and say, isn't it weird that somebody asks us to play music and we have to go get musicians? Like, are Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom like the only Zelda games where Link doesn't just have an instrument that he plays? Like, there's always like an ocarina or a harp or even just a wand. So many Zelda games, Link just has an instrument as one of his items that you play. And this one's like, oh, let me go get some musicians. It's like, Link, get your ocarina, dude. Link's Awakening had like 7 exactly. There you go. Maybe Link's Awakening had the surplus. That's why not all the Links have one. Because that Link stole. Anyway. Alright. Did the side quests. 45 minutes left of the stream. Let's see if we can continue to find other stuff. Because I'm still not ready to go back to Fate's Phantom Ganon again. Although getting the upgrade was a huge win. Because that was the big drop. That was the big struggle, I mean. Was dying too fast. Now that I have better defense... Oh, but speaking of having better defense, I should equip the things that have better defense that I just upgraded. Now I'm cooking with peanut oil, as Brian would say. See, I see some smoke over there, and I want to see what that's about. So we're gonna go that way. So I'll be honest, we've been playing this game for so long, it doesn't feel like there's any hurry to finish it at this point. It's like you've been playing it for so long, what's a little... Is this somebody? This looks like a friendly. First you had Whistler's Recorders. A Link to the Past had Ocarina, the Hero of Winds had the Wind Waker, Conductor, Link had a Train Whistle, and of course upgraded Time and Majora's Mask. Yeah. It's just like one of those things. It's like you're so used to seeing it, and then when it's gone, it's like, wait a minute, where did it go? And I have a similar note about the new Fantastic Four movie, because I saw that this week. But I'm not going to say it, because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. Also, on that note, new Fantastic Four movie. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. I mean, I was like, because I love the original movies that they made with like Jessica Alba and Chris Evans. And going into this one, I wasn't expecting it to be like great. I was just hoping it would be better than the Miles Teller, Michael B. Jordan one, which we don't talk about. But I was mostly, but yeah, like, I wasn't expecting it to be great. Oh, it was amazing. Fantastic, even. Pedro Pascal has such good range. It's like, that's part of my worry is like, as much as I'm a fan of Pedro Pascal, it's like when I heard he was gonna play Mr. Fantastic, it's like when you have an actor that's so well known, when they play a new role, you don't really see that character, you just see that actor, you know what I mean? So I was afraid this wasn't gonna be Mr. Fantastic so much as it was just going to be Pedro Pascal. But his range is so good. I didn't see Pedro Pascal, I actually saw Reed Richards. It's like, oh, I knew he could act. He's great in The Mandalorian, he's great in The Last of Us, he was fantastic on Saturday Night Live, like, oh my gosh. He's so funny when he tries to be. But, like, he was really good for Reed Richards too. The movie was so good. I mean, I love The Mandalorian, but I think this is my new favorite character that he played. And really, that whole cast, Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn, Ibn Moss-Baccarat, they were all so good. Talking flower voice. I wonder what superpower meteors taste like. It's a great question, Talking flower. I think this rock has superpowers. Nice. I don't know if you were going for William Shatner, but that's why I predicted that. I think because I just watched the newest episode of Star Trek Stranger Worlds. They had a little fun with William Shatner's acting in the original series. It was fantastic. So good. I think this rock has superpowers. You're referencing one. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I've seen that. I know exactly what you're talking about. Sorry, just I had Kirk fresh on my mind because of the pauses. My brain went for Shatner. I'm Trekkie, in case you didn't know. I like to say I was born to be a Trekkie because I'm not kidding you. My birthday and Star Trek Day are the same day. Different years, of course, because I was not born in the 60s. Also, I kind of had a feeling you weren't referencing Shatner, but that's where my brain went. Yes, I remember that rock. I remember that short. Glowing rock. I miss going to Kayla's streams, but I have some good news because I don't think I have to work on not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday, which I think is the 12th. If I'm understanding my schedule correctly, I have that day off, which means I can come to Kayla's stream because I miss it. Like, I love my job, I do, but I'm sad that it means I can't watch Kayla's streams regularly anymore. You don't mind me asking a question? No, go for it. What's your question? Only if you don't mind me answering it. Sorry, I have to be corny. It's in my DNA. I know you're a teacher next semester, but what is your current job? Oh, yeah, so it is teaching. When the new school year starts, I am going to be teaching first grade. And over the summer, I've been doing summer school at the school that I'm going to be teaching at. And it's summer school. But the thing is, because our school is currently under construction, because it's being remodeled for the new school year, and my boss has been super busy with that, she has not given me curriculum for the summer school. And because there are so few students, I'm the only teacher there. So, in all honesty, it's more of a daycare. And what my boss likes is for the kids to be outside in the morning before it gets too hot for them to be outside in the afternoon. So I spend a lot of time outside. I'm so glad it's been weirdly cool for summer this year. This was the perfect time for it to happen. Because I don't think it's going to be an issue next year because there were so few kids who came to summer school this year. My boss said that she's like half of what she's making on summer school is just cycled back into payroll. So it's the point where it's not enough students signed up for it to be worth it. So I don't think we're even going to have a summer school next year. At least that's the way my boss talks about it. We'll see. You knew I was wanting to teach younger kiddos, so I'm glad you got the grade on. Yeah. Let's see. Yep. We know the drill. You want to make signs, but you suck at it. And I'm not even sorry for that happening. Just annoyed this means I have to spend more time with you while I fix it for you. Because you don't know how to do your job. You're a disgrace to the sun-ending names. The sun name ending, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, so I think they really did wrong. I need another one of these sticky things. Well, not sticky, but a stick thing. That's what I was trying to say. I was trying to do that fun thing where you add an E to the end of the word just because you can, but then I'm like, wait, that makes a different word. That's real. That's not the word I'm trying to say. I don't think this is going to work the way I want it to. That right there. Oh, I know what I could do. Actually, wait, no, what I'm thinking. I was thinking if I put this on the bottom, but it's going to matter. Okay, wait. Yeah, because it's going to lean away. Oh, don't climb on me. I think it's going to lean away from him. Okay, let's go. So we need to be able to catch it, stabilize it. So I think maybe actually we'll put those right there. Let's find out. I suspect subtractison would be much better and more competent in making signs, but one cares much. Oh, I get it, Addison. I was trying to figure out what that meant. I was like, this doesn't sound like a real name, but I don't get the joke. Is there an actual character named Subtractison that I'm just forgetting exists? I get it. I get it now. Okay. Okay, that was a good one. Just a little slow in the uptick, I guess. Okay. So, sticks didn't work. So maybe I do need a base. Like I originally thought. I can put that right there. And I can take these things. First, let me separate them. And then I think over here on that side. Here. That side. And then we one more to be on the opposite side. I keep forgetting that when Link drops down, because he drops the thing, he's ultra handling. Okay, I'm going to try that. Aw, come on, dude. It barely budged. Pfft. Oh. Sorry. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Back to fixing this problem. Let's do that. We don't care. Alright. So I think I have the right idea. I just don't have it placed exactly right. So this one didn't land in the exact right place. Excuse me, that I wanted to. And I was just gonna let that go. But no, it's actually gonna matter. Let's put those pieces right there. And let's put that right there. Almost see this one should be a little bit closer to the spine still. That's as close as it gets. So you're watching me play this and you're playing Pokemon Crystal. I'm reminded of 2 things because I'm silly. Nice. I never had Pokemon Crystal back in the day. Nicknamed your Totodile. I like it. I like it. That's cute, actually. Yeah, I downloaded it on an emulator and I played it a little bit, but I never played it all the way through. I never got around to getting it for my 3DS, and it's too late for that now, unfortunately. But I know the emulator's still there. I could play it if I want to. You always enjoy naming Link too. It's a gift that keeps on giving, especially in Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and even the Oracle games. Well, I mean, Ocarina of Time is already almost due. If it was called The Ocarina of Time, there you go. Let's just be glad Majora's Mask isn't called Majora's Mask. Oh, I'm silly. Because I'm drinking Code Red Mountain Dew. It's got sugar and caffeine. So I like streaming. I don't do it for a month, I miss it. There's a baby you can name in one of the Oracle games. Thanks to that feature, Stank has grown strong. Pokemon Go, I like adding an exclamation point to the end of my Pokemon's names so that everything you do with that Pokemon that would normally be a question is way more dramatic. Dude, that sounds familiar. Like, hold on, I'm gonna type it. Like, chat, because I feel like that's the best way to describe this, but like, if you nickname a Pokemon just its name with exclamation point, then you get fun little messages that make everything seem like more dramatic like that. Like the game can't believe you're doing it. I don't know, it's a simple thing, but it makes me smile.
Whoa.
Gives the game more personality, I think. Let's see. I feel like I forgot how good I was doing on cooked items. And I just upgraded my armor. I might be in a better spot to go face try Phantom Cannon again. Not that I want to do that today, but just thinking about it. Sorry about that. I had a little bit of a cough come on, and it's just allergies. I can promise y'all that. But yeah, post nasal drip is so fun. But anyway, yeah, I just had a little cough come on, and I didn't want you guys to have to see it or hear it. You were silly during one of your Sword Shield runs. One was Weirdo Guy. That was glorious. The other one I named Celsiusa. Interesting. Excuse me. That one snuck up on me. Oh, that says Weirdo. Gov. Sorry. Yeah, I know you typed it right. I just read it wrong. I guess my brain auto-filled the bottom of the Y. My bad. Like governor? Yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean. I just looked at it too quick and read it wrong. Snow Fox. Snow Fox. Snow Fox. Let me take a picture of you. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oop, that's a bad picture. Did I get it that time? Yeah. Let's see, which one is close? Oh, yeah, the blue one is way closer to me at this point. Let's go for the blue. Excuse me. Part of the fun of post-nasal drip is you get to cough and you get to clear your throat a lot. It's so great. Looks like my next pin isn't that far off from the next Great Fairy Fountain. If we can do it, I might just upgrade my armor even more than it already is now. Uh-oh. I think Pumpkin's on the back. Not the back porch. Patio. Thought I heard a bark. It was like two small little ones and I don't hear anymore, so. Hopefully I heard something in the game and I imagined it. Or she just needed to bark twice and she's going down. Uh-oh. It got colder. Let's see, is there... Oh, yeah, no. She definitely barked again. I definitely did not imagine that. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Just eat that. I'm taking a picture of you yet. Oh, I have no... Oh, gosh. It's charging at me, isn't it? Oh, me. Is that one of my pins? It is not. Oh, I haven't even been to that stable yet. From the looks of it, that's probably where I have to get the musician for the shrine. We can do that in a bit, but I'll... At least Addison gives you food for helping. Yes. Honestly, that's the best part of helping Addison, is getting the food after. Well, I guess it's the rewards in general. It just depends on you're trying to accomplish in the game and what's the most useful to you. Sometimes it's the sleepover tickets. But right now it's the food. Candy when you hope you had packed a resistance meal. Exactly. Because in my other playthrough that I did, I just bought all the clothes for resistance. So whenever I go in the area, I just change Link's clothes. But I did not do that for this one because I was trying to speed run it a bit more. Not like actual speed run, obviously, but just like do more the main story in a more mainstream way and not whatchamacallit, getting distracted by every side quest I find, which is what I was kind of doing when I was playing it casually. So rushing through the story more means I have less things when I get to places. So when I got to these areas, I was like, oh, I don't have rubies to buy things. So I have to make do with what I have. You just had a look at movies that came out around your birthday, and I think the closest from IMDb seeing that came out in the UK is Disney's The Color of Friendship. Others are the Tigger movie, came out in April the same year, and sequel to Goofy movie came out in May, and I've not seen any of these movies. Oh, you haven't seen the extremely Goofy movie? Oh. Yeah, I don't know about like my exact birthday, but I know The Lion King and Forrest Gump came out in the same year that I was born. And then I was also born in the same month and year that the pilot episodes of Friends and ER came out. So, I think that's kind of cool. And then my birthday is also Star Trek Day, but just absolutely not the same year as Star Trek came out. And in case anybody's wondering, Star Trek Day is Star Trek Day because it is the day that the first episode of the original series aired on television for the first time. So I was born on the anniversary of that. So that's pretty cool. And I was born late, so it's like I was waiting for the perfect day to be born. Also, I realized I never acknowledged it. But we found a glyph, so I'm looking for the tear. One day you might need to name a Ditto Autobots, and that was something with a certain rock type move. Autobots transform and roll out. Yes, I like it. I know, I'll be honest, normally when I play Pokemon, I don't really do nicknames. But there are some times when nicknames happen and they're just perfect. Like in Pokemon Go, whenever I make a Pokemon my buddy, I always nickname it. And right now, Pokemon Go, I have a shadow female graveler that I nicknamed Gravella DeVille, and I'm proud of that one. Also had a Weezing that I nicknamed Asthma. Let's see. And, oh, I nicknamed a King Lear. So, because also literature nerd. I nicknamed an Aselgar Tentacle. Not Tentacool, but Tentacle. There's a character in My Hero Academia because he kind of reminds me of that character. You don't normally name them a lot unless there's something special usually. Yeah, I get that. Let's see. I'll find this steer eventually. Appreciate the King Lear fun. Thanks. And then because I nicknamed King Lear, then the next time I got a Crabby, I nicknamed it Prince Lear. Which only makes sense if you know about King Lear. Oh, and then I also have this thing where whenever there's a Pokemon where its name implies a certain gender, like see King, slow bro, but it's the opposite gender, I always have to change the name so that it makes sense. So like if I ever get a female slow bro, it becomes slow sis. If I ever get a female Mr. Mime, it has to become Miss Mime. If I ever get a female Sea King, it has to be Sea Queen. Like, just Gorok! I'm gonna get you! Even if it depletes my stamina, I'm gonna get you. Geodude, yes! Exactly. Oh, and I also have nicknamed Golem Gollum because people keep calling Gollum Golem, so I wanted to switch it up. Like, I try not to be the fan that gets all worked up if somebody says a name wrong, but when people are talking about Gollum from Lord of the Rings and they call him Golem, it does irk me a little bit. I never correct them, but in my head I'm just like, it's not Golem. That's Pokey. From all that, hey, I'm a dude, he's a dude, she's a dude, cause we're all dude-tay. Not sure I know that, but then again, I didn't watch all that very much. I did a little bit, but I never really got like super into it. Oh, goodness gracious, why am I frozen? What's happening? There we go. Take pictures of all things. Let's see. What's my weakest weapon? That's just a weapon. It doesn't really have any extra effects. This thing I'm holding right now. Let's see. I wonder. You know what? I might as well. I'm gonna pick it up. Ice Breath Lizalfa Horn. This freezing power embedded in this horn's crystal tip can be used to your advantage if you know how. Otherwise, cook it with critter to make an elixir. Then I'm gonna do this. Oops, not that one. That one. I said not that one. Just gonna attach that just to make it a little bit stronger, and I can't pick that up, so yeah. Okay, back to searching this glyph for the tear. And I know this is definitely one I haven't gotten yet, because once you get the tier, it gets marked on your map, and as you can see on my map, it just is not marked. So this is definitely a new one. The thing I don't like about this is that the tier doesn't actually load in on the screen until you're right next to it. So you can look at a spot from a distance and be like, oh, I don't see the tier, but that doesn't mean the tier's not there because you've got to get closer, actually look at it. A lot of spots. I'm sure it's not random, I'm sure it's the same spot every time, but there's no way I remember where they all are from the last time I played. It was too long ago now. Plus, I'm sure when I did this the first time, I kind of ran around aimlessly too, and then as soon as I found it, I was out of there, and I didn't remember where it was after that. Let's see, here's a couple of spots it could be in. I already don't remember which spots I've already checked. So there's that too. Let's see. Where, oh, where could the tear be? Where, oh, where could it be? Oh, I thought I saw something over there, but I think it's just snowflakes falling. Oh, I don't think this is the tier, but this looks like it's a Korok. I said this looks like a Korok. There we go. Somehow I ended up standing on it instead of picking it up. Alright. Well, I found that, so there's that. Not what I'm looking for, but weren't we just talking about how when I'm looking for one thing, I instead find a completely different thing? Oh, sorry. I thought I heard the sound of Link running through water, and I'm like, did I just run through it without even noticing that I found it already? think you have to move rocks at all. I don't think you'll be hiding under a rock. Let's see. Is it over here? Nope. Well, I got 11 minutes to find it before the stream ends for today. Might take me the whole 11 minutes, but I think I can find it before we end today. Either way, we're not ending until we find it, because I'm stubborn that way. I know it's not the best thing, but I tend to play video games before I go to bed, because that helps me relax and unwind. Then when I know it's time to go to bed, especially when I have to get up early for work the next day. Hey, I found it! Yay! Yeah, even though I know it's my bedtime and I'm supposed to turn off the game and go to sleep, if I'm in the middle of something or I'm trying to figure out something, I can't go to sleep until I figure out the thing or complete the challenge. Like lately I've been having that problem with Mario Kart Worlds. I can't go to bed until I hit, if I'm doing a P-Switch challenge, I can't go to bed until I actually do the P-Switch challenge. Anyway, I'm gonna be quiet now. We're gonna watch this cutscene. Enjoy, everybody.
Queen Sonia! Queen Sonia!
Finally, it is mine!
I think some of your other streamer friends are gonna play Mario Party Jamboree soon. I don't know if you'd be up to raiding one of them before you wrap up. Yeah, definitely. Give me some names. I gotta leave as soon as I'm done streaming, so I won't be able to stay and watch, unfortunately. But we can definitely raid them. As long as they're family friendly, that's really my criteria.
I can feel my strength surging.
Yeah, feel free to shoot me some names. I'll check them out.
Sonia! You were too late, Rauru. You took for granted the godlike power you had in your hands. Do you now see the potential you squandered? As for her, she is merely the first victim of your arrogance. You tried to control me, Rauru, and you will die knowing that you failed. Get it done!
Queen Sonia needs you!
All right, that's another tier of the kingdom down. Now we will continue to the shrine that I see right there. Let's go. I got 6 minutes, so we might not be able to do it today, but we could at least make it there. They are family friendly, by the way. Cool. But that moment in Zelda's life was a real punch to the gut. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. My ride is here. I'm gonna do this because it feels easier than climbing. Did it. We made it. Don't want you. Get out of here. This is not the shrine I had marked on my map. Oh, maybe it's not. Well, okay then. Other shrine. Cool. Okay, I got to that shrine a lot faster than I thought I would. Got 4 minutes. Let's do it. All right. Yeah, I like this one. So stick you there. And stick you there. And then I want to use a weaker weapon for durability reasons. And alright, that's the easy one where they just want to introduce you to the mechanic of it. I gotta get up there to get that treasure chest. So take that one. Stick that right there. Climb that. Boom. Easy chest. Hey Christian, you're just in time for the ending. You weren't aroused online today? No worries. Let's see. Oh, yes, that's a better bow. Goodbye. So, and I had carnival barkers. Carnival barkers? I'm not sure I'm familiar with that term. I mean, the mallet definitely reminds me of carnival games. Target puzzles make me think of that. Yeah, like I know what game you're talking about, I just don't know that I've heard it called that before. if this is gonna work the way I want it to, but we're gonna try it anyway. And at least it will be fun to watch it crash and burn my face. Right there. Haha! Look at that, it worked. I'm good at gaming. Oh, look at that. Boom, I crushed that temple in no time. Even got the extra chest. We are just about perfect timing. How many of these do I have now? Oh, that was my 4th one. I can get a new heart container, a stamina vessel, or heart container because that's what I'm getting. I'm just gonna be focused on heart containers until I get past that Phantom Ganon fight, because blah. Carnival Barker is the guy saying, hurry, hurry, step right up, hit all the bottles to win a prize. I promise it's not rigged. Okay. I figured that's what you meant, but I don't think I've heard that exact term before, so I wasn't 100% sure. And look at that. With that, it's time to end. Sorry, Christian, I know you just got here, but I got other stuff I gotta do. I have to end now. So, thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. Of course, Pumpkin chooses now to bark. And let's see if we can... Sorry, guys. I don't know if my mic is picking her up because she's out on the patio. But I'm trying just to get through this because we're almost done. So, yeah, good to see you too, Christian. Okay, yeah. I only got as far as looking up Mama Mouse, but she's not live right now. So, yeah, let me look at... see... No, you're not being pushy, not at all. I appreciate the suggestion. It's always cool to see more people, because the more communities I join, the more I could potentially grow my own community, if you know what I mean. Networking, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's see. Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate you being here. And, alright, I'm just... gonna go for Gusty J because he's the first one I see, and Pumpkin's not stopping, and that's stressing me out. So we're just gonna go ahead. Oh wow, he like just started. All right, yeah, let's do this thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this raid set up. Once again, thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. We will be streaming again tomorrow at the same time at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hope you guys can be there. We're going to do more Tears of the Kingdom, of course, because I'm at the point where I just want to do this game until it's done. So I don't think we're taking any more breaks until we're done. Unless something breaks me, which is also possible. Anyway, Pumpkin is still barking. I gotta go. Bye! Wait, raid first. Okay, now we're doing the raid. Now I'm leaving. Bye! Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it here. Bye. Let's go.